Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm back again. Got my little coffee. I've been doing a coffee thing lately. Don't judge me. And sorry about the noise. I haven't got a microphone yet, but we're gonna work on that. So this conversation will be based on kind of freestyling my day so far, and kind of want to, I guess, have some awareness of my path and the people around me that I'm learning from, coming from a negative or positive. In my opinion, I don't see anything as negative. Everything is a learning lesson and a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Sip on that one. But for me, I feel as though I want to discuss what I talked about previously last time I was on here, about procrastinating your blessings to kind of create the right path for yourself. But also, I'm going to go internal and go to the outer brim of the situation. And for me, and that's when you have people around you that are from past seasons that still kind of hold the same traits that you're trying to get away from. Still love as people, but I feel as though, these are moments where you kind of learn lessons from through their trials and also your own personal ones when you were in that space. And sometimes the universe does give you some time to reflect that personally. You only can really reflect on self-awareness when you're alone to yourself. And when you have things that deflect from that, it's kind of pausing the space to really grow from it. So that being said, when you're in your growing, healing stages of your life and you're taking that time to yourself to process your life and who you want to be and what's your direction. Your direction is key to really manifest what you want in life. And you have to be very strategic about that. Is that right? about that, because when you have the idea what you want to do, you have to also plan, preparation that equals success. So when you're in that process of learning yourself and relearning yourself and knowing who you are and going towards that direction, there will be times where there'll be people in your life that come back to you. They come back still most likely stuck in that same space where you met them at. Because when you meet people, they are a reflection of who you are, or who you are in that moment in time, that previous self, and how you guys connected to make that bond or friendship, or even go further than that, just maybe from school or whatever the case is, you had that bond with that person. And when you start growing and thriving in your own internal space, sometimes those people kind of break away from you or from each other. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, going towards that and now living in your own space, you get those phone calls or text messages that kind of bring you back to that past you. And you're like, well, I found a way out of this. How come you can't figure out how to get out of this? Like, it's all in the paper. It's all in your space. You see the puzzle pieces. You see these habits that are not bringing you success. You see these things that are not connecting you to your higher self. Why am I still stuck? It's not just about being stuck. It's more so about sometimes you need quiet time and space, negative space, to really recreate yourself. And when you have these moments, when you get reintroduced to those past traumas or those past relationships that at one point did feed that space in your life, but now it does not. And you sometimes, for me, not people, I tend to want to fight them out of it, give them reasons why this could happen. Maybe you do this, but it's clear as day. You want to do this, then you go this direction. Ha, bop, bop. But then what happens is, I think for me internally, I stop myself, because it's like, once again, this person's still in my life. They're reaching out. So what things that I need to work on, that the universe is bringing me back to knock on my door to be like, are you being accountable for your own self? This person came back into your life to almost give you a shake of like, are you being productive in your space? You probably, yes, you're on the journey. Yes, you're making things happen. Yes, you are a different person than you are when you first met these people. But sometimes you need a little knock on the door and be like, hey, you still had these little traits this week. Maybe it's just a day thing. Maybe just a little quick reminder. Maybe you're doing 100% successful, and you're having a little bad moment. But sometimes these people come back into your life to almost give you a wake up call. Because as you're trying to preach to them to see the clear picture, you have to sometimes look back at yourself and be like, oh, wait, am I seeing the picture? Or am I seeing it this week or this month or this year or this 5 years or this 10 years? And reflect from the subtle moments of understanding from the universe trying to give you, or trying to express to you via a different vehicle, a person that reminds you of your past chapter. Hey, are you okay? Being okay keeping them in your life, because yes, the universe might give you this moment to remind yourself where you're at, or knock on your door to make sure you're still on the same path that you directed yourself in and manifested towards. But when is it enough? When is it enough to let people's baggage come into your space and rattle you up? Because after you get the lesson, now it's what you do with the lessons and the teaching you got from that space. Do you keep that person in your space? Do you try to keep on trying to push them towards success, even though they're not ready yet? I guess it really depends on the circumstances, correct? But if it's a constant battle within and also with that person, and they're not even seeing it at all, sometimes you have to let those people go through their journey, and it might be a whole separate situation from you guys. But you're always going to be there for them. They're a part of your life. They're part of your past journey, part of who you are then. But now we're here now. And for me personally, I'm at an age where I want to be direct with my path and have relationships that feed growth. And not just financially, job-wise, just networking, just, that I guess now I'm in California, just because the thing with California where people make friends to make connections, and they're not really authentic, they're more so for business interactions. But there can be a balance if you find people that you connect with, vibe with, and also will uplift you in your career and uplift you in conversations that reflect growth in your space, spiritually, emotionally, financially, dream support, all the support you can do that will keep the friendship growing. Because you want friendships that have consistency. You want friendships that will grow success in your spirit and in your life. The friends that only call just to complain, to talk about the same cycle they've been doing. Conversations that are mostly about situations that deflect from their own personal goals or moving forward in their own life. So they tell you about all their crazy scenarios to kind of avoid what they want to do instead of going towards what they need to do. Those relationships can put a damper on your spirit, especially if you're on the path of developing a different space in your life. So this is me just kind of having a moment of just understanding and appreciating the universe for just knocking on my spiritual door and saying, this was you once, and you don't want to go back that direction. Keep pushing forward, because when you manifest, everything will start just moving and grooving. It'll start moving. When you manifest what you want and start actually making a directive, because you can manifest, because sometimes people manifest just like a prayer. I want this, so manifest, hopefully it happens. No, when you manifest, you have to also put some of that legwork in. So when you see the legwork and see the preparation towards it, and you start seeing the path because you wrote that stuff down, either in mind or also on paper, I would suggest writing on paper. When you start seeing the directive and putting a timeline, I can do this portion this year, this month, and connecting the dots, and you see that it can be obtainable and you can do it, then that's, to me personally, when it manifests your true destiny, because you already have it laid out and correct it, and you have it there. So, oh no, what, universe? I have this here. I have the blueprint. It's happening. It's going down. I want this now. This is what I want. It will be so clear in that spiritual contract, that contract of your passion and goal will come through because you already have a mission, a statement, a contract, a blueprint. Now all you're doing is planting the seed to make it come true. And when you do that and it starts happening, because happening for me is, once again, you will have those past entities and people that was before your manifestation. Got it right now. And they might knock on your door. It's your call if you're going to keep on answering the same person, the same energy. And it's a choice. Now I'm still working on that. So this is me just talking, vibing. I hope this was a little like fun little convo that we can both share. And just stay tuned with me and my journey and getting words right when I'm going through my little, I guess, rants of my life and my path and my journey. And just stay tuned and talk to you guys soon, all right?